Dude, listen to me, all right, dude. Idubbbz is an empathy maxer. Okay, this guy maxes out empathy like nothing else. It's crazy. I know. You guys won't believe the amount of empathy this guy has.
Hello?
Oh god. Okay, let's go.
Greetings.
I'm ready. Let's
What up?
go.
Can you hear me?
Woo!
I can hear you.
Fuck! I love being a content creator. Being a content creator fucking rocks. Okay, let's go.
Nice. How's it going?
It's going well. I've had a very productive day.
Mm-hmm.
What are you working on?
I have been doing some editing. I got something cooking up.
Yeah, my life is being ruined. I just had like an 8-hour argument with Anissa.
I went
be kept under
to
wraps.
Walgreens to do some take some
Anissa made me go to Walgreens.
passport photos.
I'm sorry. Okay, I need to stop. I'm being too petty. Okay, I'm being way too sorry, even misogynistic.
And
Stop.
Anissa and I ate some ketchup chips and some mustard chips.
Ooh. Are you in Canada or something? Or isn't that a...
Bro, what the fuck happened to him? Dude, oh, Anissa and I ate some ketchup chips and mustard chips. Dude, shut the fuck up, you soy-ass bitch. Dude, Jesus
We're headed
Christ.
there.
Ah. So you're
Yeah.
warming up.
Yeah, we're warming up. No, there. If anyone sees the hot mustard Doritos at the store, give those a shot.
Pretty good.
Very good.
Oh my god, be more entertaining, you fucking loser. Dude, this guy is not even... Dude, what happened to... Oh my god, what happened to all his entertainment value? It's so sad.
Good.
Nice, man.
We're live, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I keep forgetting to mention that to my guests.
No,
but
I mean it kind of.
What is wrong
it
with
should be
you?
obvious. I just felt, for some reason, I felt the need to ask.
always good to check. Yeah, we're live. This is day 6 of the
Hello to
stream.
you. Hi.
And
Hello.
I'm
Listen. Every single Foodshop stream from now on is a hate stream. Okay, well, it's always been a hate stream for the people I dislike.
glad you were down to come on. You were a highly requested guest.
You were down to come on. You were highly respected. Yes, that's what Noah Samson sounds like.
Because we're gonna
Of course. Fucking
farm
awesome,
drama
dude.
and debate
And we got drama and debate.
and all that. Yeah, I mean, is there anything you
Oh my god, I have more entertainment value than these two combined. Okay, 100%.
wanted to talk about in terms of the internet?
Not really. I'm open to anything. I saw you're playing some of those geography games before this, and fucking, I like that shit.
Play a little geoguessr? Yeah, I'm super down.
I mean, I'm also, I'm good to debate. I'm good to talk shit. I'm good to,
It's not that good to speak.
just talk.
Oh, you're right. I think bashing him might be a little bit too ableist, okay? Wait, can he even suck Hassan's dick because he's mentally retarded?
About what's happening on Twitter, elsewhere.
What is happening
we can
on
talk
Twitter?
about we can talk about Ethan Klein's Instagram stories. We can talk about
Just debate has
the
to be true.
Palestinian plight. We can talk about
The Palestinian plight.
what my dog was doing today.
Yeah, fucking Anissa? Okay, oh, I'm sorry. Okay, chill. I need to control myself.
All sorts of good topics. I guess we'll start with something small like the Palestinian plight. When you were talking about it in the, I guess, video, you brought up the topic of like Israel Palestine in kind of through the lens of what Ethan was saying about it and how this group of creators were talking about it. I was wondering if
Palestinian plight
there was much in that more political vein that you wanted to say and perhaps didn't talk about in the video intentionally given the target audience, or like if that even was a an intentional choice, or just to keep it focused more on the I guess the stuff with you and Ethan specifically, if that was like more the
Yeah,
goal.
that's a good question. I mean, yeah, I think I'm
Why not debate Ethan? Why not do it? Just fucking do it. It's not like the worst thing in the world. Just do something like entertaining in your life for once, right? Like it wouldn't even be bad for your viewership. Hassan's audience would like honestly back you up, like no matter how well you performed or how well you didn't perform, right? Like it doesn't really matter what his performance is like, you know, he'll always be backed up by Hassan's audience.
still kind of trying to find my place
Yeah.
on the internet, and I
Oh
think,
my
you know,
god. You can't still be having an existential crisis now that you've thrown in your towel with Hassan, dude.
I want to be productive, and I want to
Oh my god. Somebody please just shove Idubbbz up his mom's vagina again, dude. Somebody just needs to do something like that. I'm sorry.
do things that and speak on things that I care about. But I also know there's like different ways of doing that. I see videos like that you make and a lot of the people that you've brought onto your stream. And something that I've noticed with a lot of your guys' stuff is that it's so
Mhm.
information dense and it isn't drama. It's like, it's a little further down the funnel. And uh, I feel like, I might be a little bit more top of the funnel. And I really don't mind that. And I kind of want to, I think it's fine to be, to say free Palestine and also roll around in some of the drama slop. And, I just think
How could you be rolling around in drama schlop when you're not even like debating? It's just like that's like rolling around in mud and then you're complaining when somebody calls you a pig. I don't know, dude. Like and even a pig would be smarter. Pigs are pretty intelligent creatures, no? We eat pork, by the way.
for some people who are a little bit more like, I don't know, apolitical or just like not really engaged, that a video like mine might be their first exposure to it.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say Mein Kampf when he said mine, but
Potentially.
you know,
And
what can I say?
so I know that, to not make some people fall asleep.
Drama slop doesn't mean debating. You can just hold a Nazi sword while attacking Jews you used to be friends with. It's true. Yeah, you know what? Egghead is totally right, okay? And by the way, Egghead is Jewish, so that's a full endorsement for me to buy a swastika sword, okay?
It being on something that people obviously care about, a little bit more, I don't know, casually. It's the drama stuff. So that's the main reason. It's just like I want, and oh, that's another reason as well. There's so many like well-educated people
Okay, too far. Okay, chill. Okay, all right. Okay,
to
chill.
speak on this, and I feel like, I don't necessarily want people to get
Just
the
chill. Okay.
um
Chill.
the full scoop and the full bread from me, just like an intro potentially.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That was
I could see that.
inappropriate.
I think a lot of creators have that same feeling,
Stop.
like post October 7th,
Stop.
where it's like the feeling where you should be speaking on this and the kind of moral imperative to speak on it, but also not having necessarily a firm background or academic background on the subject can kind of cause apprehension, I think, and that's understandable. I think the way you brought it in, I'm glad you brought it into the video, especially under the circumstances of like, this is what Ethan's saying. And I'm wondering, or this is what Ethan's saying, the video's about Ethan, but obviously these things mean a lot more if you're aware of the full context of like what he said about Yoav Gallant, or I mean just any of the clips you played of him talking. And I'm wondering what the response was like from people, if there was any sort of inquisitive comments about the politics of the situation, like were people like like, oh, like what you're talking about, top of the funnel. Like, did you get that sense from some? I know a lot of it was about the drama, but did you see anything, whether in the comments or elsewhere on the internet, that like led you towards the belief that the video is serving as a top funnel?
Yeah. As I give you my answer, I just want to say while you were talking, it sounded like the mic source switched to like your webcam or something. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, it's really hard, right? There's a lot of comments, and it seems like
They aren't on stream.
I got, like, from what I could tell, like a pretty even mixture, 50-50. Like some people are like, "Oh, this is way too like into politics." They thought there's a lot of people who thought the video was too centered around Israel Palestine. I was like, well, that's in my mind that's crazy because I felt like it was just the smallest touch of that. And then there were some people who said the exact opposite, and they were like, "Oh, this is just like this is something that should have been addressed behind closed doors. Like this is way like personal. This is your personal gripe or whatever that you're making public." So I got a little bit of both, and I'm pretty satisfied with that because I feel like that's probably the sweet spot. Um,
Cameron is so gross. Dude attacked you in Mama Oko's stream. Can you link me the timestamp?
if people can say both of those things.
Yeah. You said you were still searching for a space on the internet or a space with what you're making. Obviously, after you went woke, that has made it like you're in a new space that you have to navigate.
Stream ongoing. Okay.
And where are you at in that process now since you went woke, and then also since I guess the response to the content, the H3 video, maybe if that's changed the trajectory
Yeah.
at all?
Yeah, I think a lot of it for me is just like confidence and just trying to, feel good, feel proud, feel fucking energized, and like want to, roll around in the shit, clap back, and not feel like.
Yeah, but like I don't even know how true that is, dude. Hold on. You have to record it at least.
The dynamic of I guess information on the internet leads it, like I don't
Don't fall
see
in the
the
belt of
trend
fame path. You mean how I listen? It's more complicated than that. Okay.
going rightwards. I think young people, TikTok people, social attitudes statistically
Their
are
penis not
leaning
grown.
left as
There are
people die, I
implications.
guess. And I don't know, people, it seems like people will hang on as long as they can still make money, and if they're successful right now, they probably will always have an audience. But I guess taking a stand, or just like even a liberal stand at a time where everyone else is right wing on the internet, is kind of like it's not necessarily an easy thing, even though it's still where white dudes being
liberal?
making money on the internet, probably just being fine. It's not going to affect us that much. We're not brave warriors by any means, but it's like it's a very hostile space regardless of what you look like, to anything that's left of liberal, I guess, or left of centrist.
Mhm. Yeah, I
Yeah. It's a space, all right.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be. It's hard, but I think it's kind of like I just want like a lot of these creators to realize like how much grace their fucking audience will give them. Like a lot of these creators like haven't gotten to the stage where like I feel like I upset a huge amount of my audience by virtue of my apology, and essentially saying like, yeah, like I don't agree with what I was doing, therefore like, if you enjoyed watching this stuff, like I was sort of implying that you are a bad person if you still watch it and you still enjoy that kind of thing. So I was like,
Well, yeah, like it's just I mean, that is kind of cuck, no? Like if you admit that your content and your apology comes off as something like that, why would people not be pissed when you are implying that people are bad people for enjoying the content that you made? And that you made tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars off from. Like yeah. It just makes no sense. If he did 180 on his entire audience, it's actually so fucked, isn't it? Like now he's shaming everybody who watches content. So fucking weird.
That was kind of, I think, hard mode for a lot of people to like
Why are people like this?
accept. And I just want other creators to be like, listen, fucking you being a little bit more fucking
Organic
like,
change
I
when
don't
tried to
know,
lefty.
political is not the end of the
Yeah.
world for your like career online. Like even what was that? Like the
By the way, people can tell if you had a genuine like change of heart. Okay. Like Xander Hall may be totally and utterly irrelevant now. Obviously, coming from me, it's kind of ironic. But like, it's like at least he had a more natural transition, right? And so did Hunter Avalon. Hunter Avalon and Xander Hall, both of which are, you
like
know.
the stream and sub, or you like Hamasabi and Idubbbz wife.
Oh, true, very true. Okay, Dio, thank you for the $5. Everybody like the stream and sub. Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh,
there's those anime guys
mm-hmm.
That had Hassan on their podcast. They were like a group of anime guys, Joey and Connor and someone else, and I think they essentially got bullied to like take their video down or not have Hassan in their on their podcast again or some shit.
To the far right.
And I'm just like,
I don't know about that. Like, wasn't Sargon literally running on UKIP, which is like the most far right party? Like, you can't go any farther to the right at that point. No, I don't know.
man, like you just need to push through that shit. That is so weird. And you know, clearly they fuck with him personally to a, you know, a certain extent. And just having your audience just like have like full control over you, I just think is so, I don't know. It's not.
By the way, I just want to say, like, you know, you can still feel ashamed of your own content, and you're not going to get that much pushback for it. And I'll name off a really good example, actually, Joji, right? Joji is a little bit ashamed of his content that he made in the past. And he's a little bit skeptical of it, but at the same time, you know, he kind of accepts it, right? Like, he kind of accepts, you know, the past that he had. But somebody like Ian, it just feels as though he's constantly grieving, right? He's grieving over his past constantly, and it's a monster of your own making. It's a you did this. You horrible monster. You're so evil. Die! Okay, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Okay, alright, that's enough.
Long live Joji. Miss you, Papa Franku.
Thank you so much for the $2 video. I did not watch Frank back in the day, Filthy Frank. Also, for the Rise of Sargon, it was crazy being one of his first 1,000 viewers. His content got progressively worse chudly because he didn't show his cars as much from the beginning. Yeah, I understand that. He became very optics brained, and he, like, if you look at his content now, and I have covered his content in recent times, it's very pretentious. It's extremely pretentious, I would dare say, right? Like he overcomplicates things. He tries to sound like Jordan Peterson. It's just very cringe.
It's not freedom. It's not what I think. A lot of them think that they have the freedom to do and say what they want, but I think they're some of the least free creators.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good frame. I think of it a lot of times as cowardice, and there's maybe some involvement of cowardice, but also it is restraint
sure, yeah.
by your actual financial material interests, and that is, it's unfortunate, and it's not necessarily like a personal decision to be like, oh, like they're gonna get me. I gotta.
Dude, the irony of these people saying shit, dude. Like, these people are just like walking, breathing contradictions if they're even alive in the first place, dude.
Like capitulate to their ideas. But I mean, Hassan is just one example of like, yeah, most places on the internet, if you bring him on the show, people are gonna.
Dude, every single time Ian appears on screen, it's never about showing empathy for other people. It's always about feeling sorry for himself. Have you guys ever noticed that? Every single time on stream, I'm ready to do fucking psychology analysis here, okay? I'm all psychology up in this bitch, all right? Um, it's just like, yeah. Moist debated Sneeko when he didn't have to, and you know what's the funniest part is that Sneeko won that debate, objectively. You can tell. Moist Critical is so mindfucked from that debate that he literally announced that he had to take a break from the internet. This is why, like, dude, it's just, if you can't confront somebody in debate, you know, yeah. I mean, like, dude, and it was like the easiest, his mind just got so fucked, dude.
Freak out
From that
because
shit.
of the
It's
amount
crazy.
of content about the stuff he says. And I know you had him in.
I remember covering it, and I remember looking at it for the first time, and my jaw dropped because I was like, oh my god, dude, I've never seen a blown out this hard ever since XQC debated Ethan Klein.
In the content cop, right?
And then when I saw the Ethan Klein Hassan debate, I was like, oh my god, I've never seen a blown out this hard since Sneeko and then Moist Critical. If he doesn't have sympathy from Anise, he has to get it from somewhere. He's getting it from Hassan and his dick. A lot of empathy is coming out of the tip too. Okay, that's enough.
There's like in the same way we saw the reaction of like the.
Don't talk about my king XQC, okay? He is perfect and has never lost. I actually love XQC a lot. I will say again, he's kind of a cuck for platforming Trump so hard and then denying that platforming is kind of weird because it's very clear that you're endorsing him. But at the same time, you know, like he does the worm.
Twitch tier list, the Habibi Pass tier list.
Drop a psych take on a pretender. Okay, I'll drop a psych take. Lots of people think escapism is something objectively bad, but that's not even true. Sometimes you need to, everything should be in moderation, right? Sometimes when you play a really good video game, it shouldn't just be, oh yeah, I'm playing a really good video game and I'm escaping from my real life responsibilities and that's good. Well, no, that's bad. That's not good. But at the same time, you shouldn't cut yourself entirely from the things that bring you peace, right? So in my opinion, yeah, you should be, you know, moderating yourself or trying to moderate yourself. And it's okay if you don't moderate yourself for a couple of days because you're playing a really good video game. However, at the same time, you know, just make sure you're not entirely, you know, submerged in something to the point where you neglect everything else. Everything in moderation is what makes life good, okay?
It's complete insanity, but so much content gets made about this thing that it becomes a thing where in order to speak out against how this is like kind of pretty racist and pretty crazy that these people are being banned from Twitch for.
Yeah, but chat isn't my slave student, so like when someone's on their stream, he isn't endorsing them. Like when Hassan, who has, he did endorse Trump, okay? He wore a shirt with Trump's face on it. But, you know, like he obviously, his chat isn't as bad as Asmongold or Hassan, right? Like, you know.
Just joking while Arab, it's rare that people were even talking about it on YouTube especially. And that's, I don't know.
I like that saying, joking while Arab.
That's what it was, literally. It was like joking, like, you know,
that's
saying.
Great. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Verily.
Yeah.
Is that a Limbus company reference? Holy shit.
Oh god, I was gonna say something. Oh, that was another thing. Yeah, like the choice to have Hassan in the video. That's another thing that I noticed in the comments is I think there are so many people like that was a very active choice on my part. I was like, I think a lot of people are like, oh, you're such a bitch for having this guy in your video. And I'm like, no, I think I would be a major bitch if I didn't take a fucking stand and had this guy in my video.
Please, time that guy out. Please, it doesn't have to be long. No.
Yeah. Because I think a lot of them come from this place of like, you need to appeal to.
Listen, if Dino was telling me that, I would obey Dino because Dino, I would, you know, I would do anything Dino asks of me, okay? But if it's not Dino, you know, I can't do it, okay? And you're not Dino, so
the most, you know, like wide, you need to cast your net so fucking wide. And I think the expectation was like, be on your own island. Do not, like, you know, you should be afraid of associating with these people. And I didn't want to do that because I think that is like, that's super weak in my mind. I'm like, no, I fucking agree with a lot of the things that these creators have to say. Like to disinclude them would be just a fucking wimp move in my mind.
I feel like if you're cool with associating, collaborating with Hassan, yeah, I mean like that openly, yes, yeah, yeah.
So I think
Well, it isn't just like, dude, I mean, people don't really give Ludwig all that much like heat for associating with Hassan. Just mainly because he doesn't parrot Hassan's talking points as much, right? Like, sure, he's cringe for associating with Hassan. I think that's understandable. And he also kowtows to Hassan when he wants him to take down a video. But the thing is, you know, at the same time, he's like he's a little bit less crazy than Mike from PA. Like, if I really were to think about it. And by the way, I just want to say how I started content creation in the first place is actually because Ludwig made a really great tutorial video on content creation, and I just followed it. That's it.
I just want to say that
Yeah.
because there are a lot of people who think like this, taking the centrist approach is like, you know, the ultimate win, and I just couldn't disagree more.
Yeah, it's the centrist approach, and it's the I don't like this guy, and the politics
Love
come
baby?
secondary
Mhm.
because he's left. I'm now centrist kind of factor.
Yeah.
Where like I'm sure many comments of people saying like Hassan included L, like you are now anything from communist to terrorist to like just cringe. And I don't know. I think a lot of the conflict that's happened in the last 6 months to a year, it seems like has been from people that kind of maybe they care about things and they want to make things
Valkyrie?
better, and
Oh.
they have convictions, or at least they try to, and people that don't, and either want to make money or are very stupid and don't care at all about the things they're talking about and about the people they're criticizing. And it's bizarre seeing that happen over the last year, where it's like these conflicts keep happening with people like Asmongold or Ethan or Mutahar or any of these people that just I think personally are quite dumb and they don't really care. And like maybe there's some
Hello?
Did I win the debate in retrospect, Foodshops?
No.
What?
Because I still stand by like what I thought about his own drama. That's it.
So you don't think he raped?
I think that like again, I think that accounts are unreliable, and that's it, right? But like it doesn't matter. Okay, all right, listen. It's just I don't want to defend him. Okay, listen, it's fine. Okay.
So I won.
No. What? Wait. No, you did not.
You don't
No.
want to defend him.
I don't want to let you win. I don't want to let you
That's
win.
okay.
I don't want to
That's
let you win.
okay.
You
Hey.
suck. No, you suck. I don't want to let you win. You suck. I don't want to give you the satisfaction. Okay? Screw you.
I'm just a little Queeman orbiter. What do I know? I'm just a little Queeman orbiter.
But you
I
kind
had
of
to
are, though.
defend you against
Wait,
Wow,
hold on.
a Queeman
Wait, do
orbiter.
you deny that? Do you deny that? Like you're a Queeman orbiter?
Who do you orbit, motherfucker?
Nobody? I mean, I'm trying to think of something. Maybe you? If you really want to push it? I guess. I don't know, dude.
So hold on. I'm a Queeman orbiter, and then you're a Mrao orbiter?
No, I said you if you really push it, but that's not even that true, is it? Like, I
You're a
don't,
leaflet orbiter, kind of.
or you can call me a crochet orbiter or Asmongold orbiter.
You're Asmongold orbiter?
Yeah, because he made one video on me, okay? That counts, right?
Did he? Oh, I see. What do you think of Cameron? Because I think he's a slimy, wretched, lying fuck. That's what I think about him. What do you think about him?
I don't think it was cool to do that to me. That's what I think, I guess.
I think
Not
if
cool.
anyone's going to be making content cops, it shouldn't be him, especially when he's willing to lie. He shouldn't be criticizing people's characters when he is a lying, wretched, slimy fuck who may or may not have statutorily raped a 16-year-old girl who was a grooming victim by his boss. That's what I think. What do you agree with that? What are we thinking with that take?
I think I'm raising my percentages just because of how he treated me. But not because out of revenge.
Repeat every
but
single thing you
based-
just said. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the donut.
So I would increase my percentages of him doing some weird sex shit. Do you remember the percentages that we were setting? Like I would increase that just from my
I
interaction
said
with him
60
today.
40.
Okay. And do you remember what I said? Do you know? I actually kind of forgot. Do you remember what I said?
You said like 20 80 or something.
Oh yeah, I would probably raise it to 30
I think you could easily
or
raise it to
35.
60 40.
Okay, fine. I'll raise it to hold on. I'll raise it to 55. I won't reach 60.
So you think more likely than
Well,
not,
I don't
even
want
if it's
to.
not full on
I don't want
sexual
to let you
assault,
win.
even if
I
it's
don't want to
not,
let you win. I don't want to let you win. That's
I'm
why
not
I said
asking you to win.
55.
I'm not asking you to win or necessarily agree with me. You just think based on the 55, right?
Yeah.
You think more likely than not some weird awkward sexual encounter likely happened, even if that is not necessarily akin to like sexual assault.
Yeah, of course, because considering how defensive he was in our debate, now I can totally see that defensive nature being replicated, right? If that makes sense, right? I'm just drawing a 1-to-1. That's all. Yeah, I think that's logical. Not vengeful or spiteful. I think that's logical, right? No?
So I won the debate.
Well, no, because based off of my own experiences that has happened, that's how I drew the new conclusion. But it's not because of you, it's because of me. Does that make sense? Okay, you don't get it.
Yeah,
Alright,
sure.
I don't blame you.
So you know how this guy's like oh, Lolly's evil. I hate lolicons or whatever.
Yeah.
He's
Kinda.
now on another lolicon stream with some guy who flirted with the lolly girl who put lolly and S tier on her hentai tag tier list.
Well, like right now? He is doing it right now?
Yeah, he's on Mama Akko's stream and Gator's there, who flirted with a lolly VTuber who likes lolly. And then Mama Akko also associates with a ton of lolicons, and I'm pretty sure has them on her stream.
Oh, yeah,
often.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know. It's just direct hypocrisy. I know. I called him a hypocrite. I remember. Yeah.
What are the chances you think that Cameron is himself a lolicon?
I mean, he hit on a 16-year-old, right? like even
The
if
lolly
you
that
don't.
Gator was trying to flirt with is also into piss and poo poo.
I mean, even
that's worse than child porn.
I mean, even if
Sorry,
you
go
don't
ahead.
think, even if you don't think that he actually like raped or did anything weird or anything like that, like he still like did a 16-year-old in, no? So that's still going to be like lolly adjacent at the very least, no?
I don't know if interacting with a real child is lolly adjacent. I don't know if I'd make that claim.
Well, I'm just telling the truth. Like, what the fuck, right? Like,
I don't know if that's how is that lolly adjacent. I'd call Nuxtaku lolly adjacent. I don't know.
All right. So if a petite
are real sex crimes lolly adjacent?
If a petite woman like Mayel from Expedition 33, okay, and you found her sexy, would it not be lolly adjacent?
Mayel? Is that not
from
the 16-year-old girl?
Yeah, that's literally what I'm talking about. It's a 1-to-1. She's hot, isn't she? Yeah, she's pretty lolly adjacent. No?
Okay, so I just want to. So I said the 16-year-old girl, and then you said yes, and then went on to say, and she's hot. You said yes, she is 16, and also she's hot.
Yeah. You have people who are Googling her age because they don't want to feel guilty about it. I don't want to deal with the guilt, so I just speedrun that part. Like, what the fuck? Who cares?
So you haven't really.
What?
I don't know. I
You realize people
That's
find
cool.
teenagers hot, right? Like normally, IRL.
I don't.
But they just don't admit it, no?
I would never.
Okay, alright, cool. You realize that they just simply don't act on it, because usually most people are principled good people.
I would never act on it. Ever.
Okay. Oh, well, no, okay, I wouldn't say you, but like... I'm just talking about most people.
I would never do that.
Okay. Is there anything else? What are you here to talk about specifically? What do you want to talk about?
Hold on.
What? Is Queeman DMing you?
No, hold on, I'm trying to.
Do you think Cameron essayed a child is at least proven with the kissing thing? I would probably say it's still inconclusive. Like, dude, you really think I'm gonna change my dude? I'm sorry. Hold on. Inconclusive just means I'm willing to put a percentage on it. Okay, that's it. And I think I did put a percentage.
Okay, he
55.
admitted, Cameron admitted to on multiple different live streams, on multiple different interviews, that this girl did not have a driver's license. He was driving her home, and it was past her curfew, and he was like, "I'll take you home if you give me a kiss," which is not
Oh.
directly holding her hostage, but I would say coercing someone into kissing you like that
Oh.
is probably not sexual assault in the traditional sense. And
Oh,
I struggle to
nigga.
call it sexual assault, but it is adjacent
Wait, hold on.
to the very
Wait.
least.
Holy shit! Wait, can you send me that clip?
We literally talked about this during our debate. I don't know why you're acting like this is revolutionary to you.
Well, okay, I don't remember it, but you know.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I believe you.
I'll let you go.
But
I mean,
it's just that sounds extreme. You know, it's just I would like some confirmation.
well, I mean, I don't. I mean, I can.
I don't have
I
any love
can
for the guy.
see-
Okay, clearly. Yeah.
Well, not anymore. During our debate, you loved it. I can find you that clip right now. I mean, yeah, sure. If you want to find me the
Oh.
clip, I can send it to Foodshops. Give me 5 minutes, sure.
Listen, I'm just trying to be a principled motherfucker.
All right, I have one of
okay?
my workers getting you the clip. All right.
Workers. Jesus, that's what you call them, not your friends?
Yeah, guess what race they are?
Black.
Nope, close.
Okay. I ran out of ideas. I can only think of black people.
Okay, all right.
I think about
But
black
yeah,
people all the
I
time,
think
maybe
what
too
Cameron
much.
admitted to, again, I think most people, like, if we have like rape by coercion, right, something like that.
Well,
where
hold
it's
on.
obviously-
If that is true,
hold on,
if
no,
that did happen,
no, shut the fuck up, shut the
if
fuck
that
up, shut the
did
fuck up,
hold
shut the
on,
fuck
I'm
up.
conceding.
No?
I'm conceding. I'm
Food shops-
conceding.
oh
I'm
my God,
conceding.
oh my
No,
God,
no,
oh
no,
my
no.
God,
I
oh
am
my God.
conceding. I am conceding.
Let me finish my fucking thought. Please let me finish my thought. Please just let me finish. You can concede after. I'm talking out loud, motherfucker, please. Okay? If we have something like rape by
Okay.
coercion, where in the name it's stated directly, like, hey, this was not rape in the traditional sense, i.e., forcefully holding someone down, forcibly penetrating them, but it is, messing with consent in a weird way where the person's consent cannot be determined, something like that.
It's not
So
rape.
I don't think it was rape. I don't think it was rape.
I don't use rape
If
either.
I had
Okay,
to
yes, I don't
describe,
use it.
can you please just let me finish my fucking thought?
Oh my God.
Holy fuck.
I'm
Jesus
like,
Christ.
I'm like,
Jesus
conceding. Hold on.
Christ.
Did my landlord DM me?
You can
'Cause I was
concede. I
being
don't
too
care.
loud? Yeah,
I
go
literally,
ahead.
like, give me 10 seconds. Give me 10
Okay, I
seconds
won't
and I'll
concede.
finish.
I won't
Give me 10
concede.
seconds and
I
I'll
won't
finish.
concede. Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
I don't care if you concede or not. I literally,
Okay.
I'm not
Okay, I won't
saying this
concede
to get you to
then. Okay.
concede or to get you to change your mind. I'm literally speaking out loud because you read a chat out loud and I wanted to say my opinion on it because we're on a fucking live stream and that's how this shit works, motherfucker. So give me 10 fucking seconds, please. Okay?
Okay,
If I
you.
had to give this a title as to what happened, I would probably describe this as like sexual assault by coercion, where obviously he was not pinning her down, he was not groping her or grabbing her, but the implication obviously of that encounter was that if she did not kiss him, she would not be able to go home. Was that a realistic scenario? Would he have not brought her home? We obviously don't know, but that's probably what I would describe this as. And I would probably describe, like, on the totem pole of sexual assault, it would probably be on the bottom. Because yeah, forcefully kissing someone is bad, but like compared to like everything else, it's probably like the lowest it can get. Okay.
Yeah, I don't disagree. But
Right,
obviously
so-
you would also wait, hold on. You would also understand that if they were flirting back with each other, right? If they were reciprocating with each other, that it wouldn't be that bad, right? Because it's flirty. That's why. I mean, you can say the 16 and 19 is weird, but it's still flirty, back and forth. No.
I don't think 16. I don't care about 6. I don't care about 3 years.
Okay.
But I don't even know if they were flirting reciprocally. And even if they were flirting reciprocally, I still think
Right. That's
she
that's
like
the part where
I still
yeah.
think that's obviously that's messing with consent in a weird way.
Okay.
I think I would
I
say I
agree.
don't know.
I
Okay,
agree.
so
I agree.
45
Yeah.
minutes, or you can just look at the timestamp, but you can see the highlight. Okay, so she only kissed you after you didn't start taking her home. I mean, not immediately, but yeah, it was like, okay, I'll take you home, whatever. But in 5 minutes of you trying to convince her to stay, whatever, you can obviously see the
No,
fucking
no, I
timestamp.
believe you. I
So, yeah.
believe you. Yeah, I believe you.
I mean, I sent it to you if you want to watch it. You don't have to watch it, but I did send it
No,
to you. So
no,
he did admit to it
I
at the
believe
very
you.
least
I believe you.
this.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
sure.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about anything else?
About any what?
Do you want to talk about anything else?
You won't backstab
Do I have
me,
like a
right,
lisp in my heart to understand?
Mrao, you wouldn't backstab me, right, buddy? I love you. You wouldn't backstab me. Please.
I don't think I would backstab you, but I would be honest about what I think of you.
Oh God.
If someone asked me if I thought you were a pedophile, my answer would not be an immediate no, I guess. Does that? But I feel like that I'm being honest. I don't think you're like a danger, maybe.
I mean, the fact that you brought it up right now makes me feel better about it because, you know, most people don't ask for permission about what they think about me or whatever. So I think that's fine. I think the fact that you brought it up here, it already shows that you're a better person. So it is what it is. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't think I would backstab you, but I'm not gonna lie about what I think of you. Okay?
Okay, Mrao, I love you.
All right, I'll talk to you later, buddy.
Okay, bye. Okay, all right, that's enough. Oh wait, I guess Mrao is a public bridge, so I guess he isn't the only one. Okay, yeah, I think I just forgot to count him, I guess. I don't know, dude. Okay.
Part of them that has some like political convictions buried deep within.
Okay, yeah. I mean, some people in chat really don't like hearing about the camera and stuff. Okay, I understand. I get that. Okay, sometimes it just comes up. Okay, what else can I say?
Then, you know, material incentives and not actually caring and wanting to, I guess, you know, audience capture like you were talking about. But it just feels it feels like just way too.
Also, I get pushback literally all the time. Like I'm not just shutting myself up in the fortress. Like, dude, this is like one of the most pushback topics I ever get, dude.
This is about me. This is about how I feel about that person, and this is about this like one-to-one interaction rather than the bigger picture of like what they're trying to say and how you're trying to engage in the content. Because, you know, that's just, you don't like a guy, you want to see him get shit on. It doesn't really matter the reason they're shitting on him. It could be political and they could be wrong in heinous ways, or it could just be this guy fucking looks weird and he sucks, and it doesn't matter at that point. But even though drawing intense meaning out of that is still like an audience of people that hate this person for various reasons, they're not like necessarily like explicitly political actors. Like,
yeah, Hassan got banned. Yeah, I believe he got another slap on the wrist.
It's not like, oh, they're gonna go do a hate crime because they don't like a leftist online.
Very nice.
A lot of times they just think they're cringe, and in the same way, people have thought people were cringe on the internet always. But I guess the difference now is that these two spaces are interacting, and it feels weird. Like it's kind of like a.
I wonder if leftists have ever thought about being less cringe. Maybe they would be more appealing if they were less cringe, but I feel like they just lack so much self-awareness. They think like all of this is so like, they think that being principled is like an understandable justifier for being cringe, right? Because they think that they are so principled to the point where, was he fed posting on stream? I think so. Like he was literally like reading through the manifesto of the shooter and maybe agreeing with it or not. I don't know, dude. But I can't imagine that he was actually like going against the shooter all that much, right? Like 100% he was at least empathizing with the shooter.
It feels weird, and you are kind of one of the people in the middle of the transitory phase, and that's kind of probably a weird position to be in.
Seago, I'm sure
it is. I super feel it right now with the
I stayed in the call.
the talking points that are being used, like there's a lot. It's shocking. Like Ethan is using fucking like clips and like rhetoric that I've heard over the past, decade from my haters, and I'm just like, oh, this is wild. Like we are not we're in a very different era, and I kind of forget that there is this aspect of the internet,
Dude, that was,
where
oh, ouch.
kind of
That
what
that
they're
sucked.
concerned about. I think there are some people who are concerned about like who is winning.
No one else got banned? Yeah, no one else, but like they should have, right? Like anyone who is like because everybody next to Hassan streams the same as Hassan. Like they all stream about the same fucking content, right? Like it's just yeah.
And like who is cool, like who is the
Hassan once said she's old enough to count, she's old enough to mount. Was that like during the Idubbbz fucking show that he did on TYT? Yeah, like I wouldn't hold anything that he said against him that hard, but at the same time, I'm not gonna deny like a lot of things that he said was fucking insane on that show. But at the same, because it's meant to be kind of humorous, right? Like dude bro humor, whatever the fuck, locker room talk. But at the same time, it's like, like it's like obviously, it goes to show what his mindset is when it comes with interacting real life women, right? Like fuck. Last painful of the stupid slop on this topic before we count it off. No. Okay, fine. What was it that you showed me? No, I think I'm good. Okay, I'm not listening. No,
winning person who's the cool person. I think most of the times that is like, the same person. But I think all of the people who are like, who is like literally winning the argument and who is like presenting a better case. I think a lot of those people are just silent, At most they're clicking like on a video, but they're not gonna fucking put in like the labor to like make sure their guy wins or their girl wins, They're just gonna fucking kind of move on because they got a life.
Yeah. Or they're not that charged about it in a parasocial manner. It's the ideas they're more focused on, so they're less incentivized.
Unhinged guys.
Totally. Fuck this other guy.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I see it, at least.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What's going on with, if you want to talk about it, the creator clash stuff? I know you said you stepped away. How are you feeling about that stuff?
Good. I mean, I feel free, I want to be able to fucking say what I want and not worry about putting other people in weird positions or whatever. So I feel good. I hope that the event is a success. Yeah, it's
I guess inverse question is, what does it feel like to see people, I guess, celebrating that a charity event might fail because you're the one who started it?
Yeah, I mean, if they want to fucking blame me again, it's fucking like, it makes me so mad because I'm like, fucking like do and say whatever to me specifically, like hurt me and my wife as much as you want, you fucking losers. But yeah, I mean, I feel like they're missing.
Dude, oh my god. Dude, it's just so pathetic, like how much he plays victim into everything. Like, there's no need, dude. Oh my gosh, he's not humble whatsoever. Like, I hate this empathy arc thing, dude. It's just, oh my god, it's so cringe, dude.
Get me entire
out.
Point.
Get me out.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't imagine it does, but I feel like that's another case of the personal is transcending any semblance of things that are important, or like any principles of like, what was the charity for? Like cancer research, or I don't even remember.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like
stand up to cancer.
Cancer is bad, comes below, I don't like this guy, and I'm going to talk about not liking this guy before I talk about cancer is bad, because I don't really care about either, but I'm more likely to make videos out of fuck that guy.
Yeah, but none of the money actually went to cancer research, no? At least according to a certain person's video.
And whoever gets in the in the way of that, even if it's kids with cancer, fuck them. All right, fuck you. I want to talk shit. It feels insane a little bit.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, I
yeah, I
think
don't know.
I mean, the way I see it is I think the common defense from the other side would be something along the lines of like, don't use charity as a shield. But I think they completely missed the point that it's like it's not a shield. It's just like hurt me as much as you want. You know, it's basically saying like you do not have a case. You are not winning. You are not hurting me. So you're trying to
Junior
find
looks and
other
stuff.
ways to hurt me. You are like,
It's like it's just that's a good amount of speculation. I mean, like obviously, you know, if anybody comes out to testify against Hassan, right, on all of these drama cases, I'm more than happy to review that shit.
you're kind of by attacking this other thing, by triangulating this other thing, you are proving that nothing's working. You know,
Yeah.
and
Oh man.
I mean that's the way I see it. I don't I don't want to give it too much like time and attention.
I don't know what Hassan got banned from. It's from reading the manifesto. It was like glorifying terrorism or something, or terroristic recruitment dialogue or some shit. It was something.
But yeah, it is fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, I see a through line of what you're talking about using something as a shield. When the
Oh,
shield is a good thing, but Israel-Palestine using a genocide to deflect from criticism. Like, stop doing that because you're using it in a way that like you don't actually care about it. You're only doing this thing because you want to.
Why are they doing the meme of like, as long as there's a genocide in Palestine, I get to do whatever the fuck I want, including harassing other people? Like, why is it literally the meme? Like, what the fuck, dude?
Protect yourself for only doing this thing because you want to get away with being naughty online. And it's like, how, for the average person, how fucking insane do you sound that you're going through
like you're eating pizza? Don't you know that Gaza is being genocided right now?
Making some type of big charity event or going through and just like advocating against the most obvious.
I'm pretty sure Hassan actually admitted to like being into guns or something, but then that's not. I don't hold it against him. It's just more like, okay, it's kind of interesting to talk about revolution all the time, and you have to own a gun, like what?
Obviously immoral thing that's happened so clearly in front of all of our eyes in a very long time. Just saying that that's bad and that the people doing that need to be held accountable is somehow these people are able to frame that as like, oh, you're just talking about that because you want to be. You want to like you want to.
They're mad because it's a way
like,
to defend yourself. Like in there, I mean, it's a bit of projection, right? Like I think it kind of exposes their way of thinking, where it's like, yeah, it would be really fucking handy if I had like a genocide to use as my defense or whatever. And it's like, not like that's not that's not where other people are coming from. They're coming from this is bad.
Get some caffeine, please. Me? Am I slowing down my commentary somehow?
And I'm going to bring up the important thing that should be on the front of all.
Kind of looking sleepy, yeah. Just a little bit.
Of our minds. Like, how can you not?
Yeah, and the inevitable result of, don't talk about this thing because I'm mad at you for some other insignificant thing is getting people.
Aiden joined your server, but then he quits. I imagine he quit because of the clip. I don't even know who the fuck Aiden is. Okay, like, I don't, dude. Who are these people?
People to not talk about the thing, and that's just that's how you end up supporting a thing is by when it needs to be talking about
Aiden Ross,
talked about just shutting people up, and yeah, I don't know. That's been the frustrating thing that I've seen, but well,
I like the hair, by the way. I think that's a good look.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a challenge for the stream. I think it was for like 100k, 150k, and we ran out of dye, so I only got half. But I kind of like the half and half. I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep it.
That is good. I've seen there's a lot of creators, a lot of women creators who got the half and half. I think we need to start repping it.
Yeah, you could do. You think you will? Will you ever dye the buzz?
I could do that. Yeah. When I was younger, it was a big fad in Southern California to bleach your hair, and I think I want to go back there, especially with the buzz cut. It'll look crazy.
I thought I just heard young. I probably did.
Yeah, you look like Frank Ocean, man.
But you look okay.
Yeah.
I don't think okay. There's sometimes when I'm commentating, I'm like just sitting here and I'm not actually like listening to it, and then I'm just like processing it. Not really processing it, but it's just like fucking zoning out. I don't think I'm zoning out right now. I am listening to it. It's just like, what am I supposed to say here? Like what? Look at my haircut.
Although my hairline's kind of receding a little bit, so I don't know. I'll
Wow.
be like some of my hairline will disappear even more if it's bleach blonde. I think it's a little too similar to my skin color.
Like, what am I supposed to say to
Yeah,
this? Oh wow, wow, this is so interesting, guys. Holy shit. I'm so glad they're talking about their hairline.
I
Oh,
respect that because
wow.